I have so much great content planned for 2025, and one of the things that I'm most excited about is that I get to bring you coverage from the Consumer Electronics Show right from the very beginning. We're starting the year strong, and I'm going to be bringing you content from the show every single day. Now, for those of you that don't know, CES stands for the Consumer Electronics Show. It's a powerhouse event, one of the biggest conferences in the world and probably the largest for consumer electronics. There's companies from all over the world that come to display their latest in technology and televisions, appliances, vacuum cleaners, anything that has to do with consumer electronics and services, it's there at the show. And of course, a lot of data science and AI companies also come to the show to showcase their latest products and their latest developments. So that raises the question. I know I have an international audience. Have you heard of CES before? I'm pretty sure it's globally known because there's companies that come from all over the world, but a couple of people have told me they've never heard of it before. Let me know in the comments below if you've heard of CES or not, okay? Now, this year's show is in Las Vegas, and it's gonna run January 7th through the 10th, and it is not open to the public. It is a trade-only show that has an application process to get a badge. But don't you worry, I have secured a badge. I will be going as media as an official influencer now, and I'm going to be bringing you all of the things that I find interesting at the show. That also means that because I'm going as media, I will be attending media days the 2 days prior to the show that's only for the media, where companies come and display some of their latest developments, special news press conferences, things along those lines. So now that the final schedule is out there, I want to take the time to give you a day-by-day breakdown of what's coming up at the show. This is the content that you can expect from me. So let's start from the very beginning. My coverage is going to start January 5th for media days. Media days are January 5th and 6th. That's Sunday and Monday. And I will start on that Sunday and I will give you coverage the entire week from Sunday all the way through Friday. I will have multiple videos throughout the day as well as an end of day summary on the things that I find interesting. You can follow me on all my social platforms, and I also have my own hashtag CES with Dennis that you can follow, and you will see all of the content that I'm putting out for the week. I have also lined up private demos and interviews for products that I think have potential. You know, one of the interesting things about going as media is that they release your email address to all the exhibitors that are coming. So all those companies send you press releases, hey, come by our booth or schedule an interview with our CEO or things like that. So I've been taking advantage of those opportunities to schedule different appointments with companies that I think have potential, and I'll be bringing you the results from some of those meetings. Now, on Sunday, the first two big events are CTA Tech Trends and CES Unveiled. At Tech Trends, they take the opportunity to tell you what are the upcoming technology trends that they see. This is run by the CTA, who are the producers of the CES show. So they're pretty smart people when it comes to this. So I'm looking forward to seeing what are some of the trends that they're identifying. Obviously, I think we can assume that there's going to be a lot of AI mentioned among those trends. So it'll be interesting to see what they come up with. For CES Unveiled, you can think of it as almost like a mini version of the bigger CES show. This version, or this day, is intended to be a little bit more for smaller companies, startup companies, maybe companies that just want to display a couple of special things. And it also features the Innovation Award winners for 2025. Yeah, every year the CTA picks special Innovation Award winners and that are bringing something new to the AI world, to the electronics world. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of those winners and seeing the special displays that they're going to have just for them. So those are the first two big events that I'm going to be bringing you on Sunday. Now, Monday, January 6th, is a big day. It basically, it's a big series of press conferences, and it's the start of all the keynotes. So on Monday, I'm going to be bringing you information from LG, from John Deere, from Toyota, and from Samsung. All of those companies are going to be giving special press conferences on that day. And remember, this is media only, so presumably they're going to make some big announcements because they know that anything they say is going to be spread across the entire world. Now, that night is the first of the keynotes, and it's a big one. It's a keynote by NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang. So obviously, that's something that all of us as AI enthusiasts are going to be very much looking forward to. We should be paying close attention to what's mentioned in that keynote. There was recently a patent application released by NVIDIA on some glasses they're working on, so maybe the glasses will be part of the keynotes. Who knows? That's part of the fun, speculating on what they're going to cover. So that's going to be on Monday, and I'm going to be bringing you special coverage. I most likely will be live texting that conference as it develops. So really looking forward to that because, it's obviously a huge keynote. They're doing it in one of the massive arenas here in Las Vegas. So they're obviously expecting a big turnout, but they're letting the media members like myself in early and ahead of time. So I'm going to try to secure the best spot I can and looking forward to that keynote by NVIDIA. Now, the next day, on Tuesday, is kind of the official start of the show because that's when all the other attendees are allowed in, because at this point it's been media only. Now, does your buddy Dennis get to rest? No. There's more keynotes and there's a lot more things to do. So on Tuesday, we're gonna see keynotes from the CEO of X Corp, and we're also gonna hear a separate keynote from the CEO of Panasonic. So there's gonna be 2 keynotes on that day. That's during the day. Now, Panasonic is a company that I've followed because I think they're a very interesting company. Fun fact, when I was in high school, I was an exchange student to Japan. So I actually spent a summer in Osaka. And Panasonic has a huge presence in Osaka. So we had an opportunity to tour one of their facilities where they also had like a little bit of an exhibit or a museum for their technology. And I remember that one of the things that I got to preview there was their Panasonic plasma TVs. Now, keep in mind, I was there like in 1994. So flat panel plasma TVs were like a huge groundbreaking thing in 1994. We hadn't seen anything like that in the US. I'm tempted to say that my class was one of the early Americans to be able to see this, because this museum was one of the only places you could see one of those flat screens. So Panasonic is a company that I've always admired. I've kind of always followed them from afar. So I'm really looking forward to that keynote. I'll certainly be bringing you my thoughts after that. The primary keynote for Tuesday is going to be at night. Delta and the CEO of Delta Airlines, are going all out. They are doing their keynote at night. They're doing it at the Sphere here in Las Vegas, which is a huge new venue. And it's going to be really kind of like a multifaceted event where they're going to have some installations to look at. They're going to have some special Delta gear and things for sale, special lounges, the keynote itself, and then there's also going to be a performance by Lenny Kravitz at the end of the keynote. So I'm looking forward to all of that because I haven't had an opportunity to visit the Sphere, and I'd love to see Lenny Kravitz perform. So I'm really looking forward to that keynote. That keynote, they're expecting to be so popular that there's actually a completely separate ticketing system just for that keynote. So I'm pretty sure I'll be able to secure a special ticket for that. I think they're helping the media members get a ticket to make sure they can get in. But we'll see. But I would love to see what the Delta CEO has to say about, the future of that airline. Maybe some AI, maybe not, who knows? But I think it's going to be a beautiful venue. It seems like Delta has really invested a lot of time in this. And also Lenny Kravitz, so looking forward to all of that. Now, Wednesday, the following day, we are now kind of right in the heart of the show, right? It's the middle of the show, a lot of people, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of meetings. Final 2 keynotes are going to be the CEO of Volvo, the Volvo car group, and the CEO of Accenture, which is obviously one of the large consulting and auditing firms. So they will each present their own keynote. These two keynotes, I'm a little pessimistic about how much AI will be involved. But certainly these are big companies, so AI has to be somewhere on their radar. So I'm really interested in seeing, what they talk about. So maybe they'll mention it, maybe they won't, but I'll be bringing you whatever information is there. But overall, my gut tells me that there is going to be some AI in the mix there, right? Especially, perhaps more so with Accenture. Now, after that, we're left with Thursday and Friday. Those are the last 2 days of the show. There are no more keynotes at this point, but it does give me plenty of time to walk around the show floor, to look around, to see anything interesting. This show is so big that it actually spreads around multiple campuses. So I might be at one building in the morning, another building in the afternoon. I have private meetings set up. So we'll see. We'll see what the last 2 days brings. It's really more of me exploring and trying to dig through some of the items that are maybe using AI in a really positive way and maybe using AI in not such a great way, right? I've definitely received some suspicious PR releases of some AI usage. So really looking forward to seeing, kind of seeing what I can find. It's almost like a treasure hunt, right? I'm going to have my walking shoes on. I'm going to have my bottle of water with me. I'm going to have my backpack and be ready to film at any time. So really looking forward to bringing you that content the last 2 days of the show, Thursday and Friday. So hey, by the way, as I'm walking the floor, I'm going to be talking with a lot of AI companies. Do you have any questions for them? Let me know. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions for these AI companies, and I'm going to try to ask them for you and see what answers they give. But give me some feedback in the comments if you have anything you want to know from these AI companies. So that's it. That is the CES show preview of what you can expect from me next week. I have all my gear ready. I'm going to get good sleep. I got my refrigerator full of food so I can eat and have breakfast and be ready to go each and every single day. So I'm going to be doing my best to bring you all the information, all the AI specific information that I can. So really looking forward to it. Again, if there's any other feedback you want to give me or anything you want to know from these companies, let me know. But it's going to be a great show. I can't wait to bring all that content for you, and I'll see you next time.